So 2 events of the racing series are left over, and what that now means is I am going to switch over to the bike which I have chosen for what will be our penultimate championship of the game. The Yamaha SR400. I ultimately decided, after going through enough of a unanimous decision, I figured for the championship I was going to give the honours to the Yamaha. And now I'm going to change back over to my Racing A overalls, and the helmet I'm going to use, I think it's under Arai if I'm not mistaken, although I can probably use another Shoei, depends on how I feel. Okay, so that's where the helmets end. They must be back at the other end, most likely. Ah, here they are. So, I think just to do this my way, I'm going to put this on, and in terms of racing gloves, well, don't really have much else of a choice. I'll put these on, and for racing overalls, yeah, might as well put on the Tourist Trophy overalls, since we're now in the last 2 championships anyway. And as for the racing boots, I'll go with yeah, this'll work. Okay, let's go. So, just changing over my riding gear, again because I wanted to. And now, we have just 2 events to go. Well, 2 championships to go, as we've got the TT Classic Series and the TT World Series. Let's get through the TT Classic Series first and foremost, as we have got 3 laps around Twin Ring, Motegi East, Tsukuba, and Autumn Ring. All of these are 3-lap races, and we will try and see if we can win all 3 of them. I'm hopeful in saying that I can, but we'll wait and see. As long as I don't make any mistakes between now and then. And we're pretty evenly split here for this one, as we've got 2 Yamahas and 2 Hondas. The Honda, by the way, is the CB400SS, something which you might be familiar with if you get all gold in the novice license. So this could be interesting. I also figured I had to put on the Tourist Trophy overalls because, well, we basically are at the very end of the game anyway. Plus, once we're done with the TT Classic Series, we won't be wearing our own racing overalls. I figured I would just get that out of the way. So this could be interesting. I'm hopeful in saying I can at least win 2 out of 3 of these, but I'm gonna have to charge with this one. And that does not help me out. Okay, now I'm gonna have to put the charge on. And see how we do. Just to see how we do. I am running wide again. Can I actually stop doing that? Please. Okay. So, I do manage to get up into 3rd position, And so far so good. But I still have a lot of work to do to get up to the front between now and then. Could have shifted up into 6th gear there, but I don't think there was really any point in me doing that. However, I have a feeling this race is going to be pretty close in terms of knowing who the winner is going to be. And trying to clear myself from... Is that one of the Hondas, or is that another one of the Yamaha? Or is that the other Yamaha? It's the other Yamaha, I think that was. So that must have been the Honda that I cleared first and foremost before. But anyway. We'll see how we go for the rest of this. Seem to be doing okay for now. It seems as though my early race blunders have not costed me too much time at this stage. So, something tells me we're going to be in for a pretty interesting finish, if things play out the way they do. And I get an easier exit off the corner. However, it looks like my rival has a little bit more speed. I'm going to slot in behind him, maybe see if I can get more of a tow. Figured I had to more or less put together something strategic. He did have the racing line. I figured it was better for me to provide him with the racing room. And so far, this race has definitely been a cracking one, if I do say so myself. Okay, looking for a move on the inside. I make a little bit of contact there. Have to get out of the throttle so I don't wreck myself. I give him the racing room on the inside because I did not want to pass him dirty. Can I get him on the outside? Yes, I can. This race, I can definitely say, has been a thriller, to say the least. First time in a while I've actually had one of these. And I'm actually glad to say it did come before the end of the game. I was honestly hoping that would be the case. But altogether, that was a pretty good race. I'm not gonna lie. It was definitely a close one. And I did have to work hard to get it. And the gap in the end was 2.1 seconds. 3 seconds to the other Yamaha and 8.4 seconds to the second Honda. So that's your order after race 1. Now I just have to wonder if I will get the clean sweep. I probably won't, but we'll wait and see. Actually, have I saved a replay at Motegi recently? I don't think I have. I'll check to be sure, but I don't think I have. And nope, doesn't look like it. Oh, I saved one back at episode 33. You know what? Yeah, I'll save another. I figure it's only appropriate for me to save another one here. Still, I gotta say, that first race was definitely an exciting one until I took the lead for good. But either way, the Honda CB400 SS, he fought me hard and he fought me well. Now we move on to Tsukuba and see how far we get. So what's the interval going to be this time? Okay, 6 seconds. We'll see how we do. I also figure I might as well switch over to the, I guess you could say the dashboard view for a little bit. Only thing that's really here is basically just the speed dial. Well, either that or it's just a rev counter. Anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is just the rev counter. Or in other words, the tachometer. Figured I might as well spend at least, I don't know, 2 laps using the interior view. Just to give you an idea of how it feels riding on board. Okay, so 4.8 seconds is the gap. It's going to be close. I don't think that's going to be enough for me to catch him for the win, but it's going to be close. Oh, I was right on the curb there. I did not think I was going to get second place by riding the curbs. I did not think that was going to work, but I'm so glad it did. And what's the gap going to be now, I wonder? This one could get interesting. Well, I'm closing, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. But either way, at least I'm trying. Okay, 1.8. It's going to be pretty close over whether I can actually pull this off or not. Well, I'm closing in. I can never seem to get that entry to the chicane right for some reason. I think I just ran onto the grass. That probably didn't work out for me. But we'll see how far off we are. Am I going to catch him for the win? It doesn't look like it. But I am prepared to try. I have to go for it either way. Oh, can I get him? Go, 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 go. Oh, not quite. He just edged me out. Only just. I very nearly had him. Right at the death of the race. I almost had him right there at the line. That was literally a photo finish. And I almost had him. Oh well, guess we're heading into the third race tied for first. The ultimate showdown between the Yamaha SR400 and the Honda CB400SS. We're both tied for first, and the other two are tied for third. This is going to be quite some anticlimactic ending, from what I can see. Anyway, on to Autumn Ring. And we shall see how we do. it's very much going to be a winner-take-all battle. I also gotta say, there was actually some overtaking involved in that race as well, because, believe it or not, the second Honda actually got past the second Yamaha. This is probably going to be where I'm really going to have to get the hammer down, but after giving you a little bit of a ride-along, or enough of a ride-along with me showing what the interior view looks like, or at least what the rev counter view looks like, I'm pretty convinced in saying that I can win this race. I might also consider using the Honda to win that other race at Tsukuba, just because, well, it's on my mind, and because I have a feeling it might be the superior bike for Tsukuba. Well, I may have lost Tsukuba right at the death of the race, but... oh, what do you know? Although I kind of knew this bike had 6th gear anyway, but either way, I'm closing in on the Honda that's up ahead of me, and I went a little bit too deep there at the bus stop, but able to at least keep the car on track. Now heading through... sorry, the bike on track. I feel like that's a mistake I'm going to keep making. Or misinterpretation that I'm going to keep making. Oh, yep. Okay. I will give him kudos for bumping me back. It was just a little side contact that I know wasn't intentional. I'm going to assume that's what that whole ordeal must have been about. But either way, pretty fun battle. And heading through the spiral, and up here now, heading through the chicane, and downshifting so I don't pull up on the bike, and now heading through this final sequence of corners. I think I'm gonna walk away with the title from what I can see. Alright, final lap. 1.2 seconds is the gap. I don't think the Honda is gonna close that gap from what I can see. But either way, it's fine. And so, the gap is now 2.9 seconds, so I'm pretty much just pulling away at this stage. And because of just how well balanced this bike is, I highly doubt I'm going to see myself losing this race now, because I am just steadily pulling away. I'm pretty sure this race, as well as the championship, is mine. Well, this match is definitely mine anyway. Because I am 5.6 seconds clear of the leading Honda. And there we go, easy win. And the TT Classic Series is mine. 6.5 seconds in the end. and the second Honda managed to pass the second Yamaha. So it looks like it's 2-3 for the Hondas, as well as 1 and 4 for the Yamahas. However, I beat the 2 Yamahas with a 4-point swing, as I won 2 out of 3 races. That's cool. Okay. And now... should I actually check and see if I have any recent replays saved at Autumn Ring? I'd better check and see to be sure. I don't think I do, but I figure it's worth a look. Because I do wonder if, because I already have one saved at Motegi, if Autumn Ring might be the ideal spot. Actually, yeah, I think I will overwrite my previously saved replay. I think Autumn Ring probably is the better place to get a shot or two of the bike. Okay. Also because I haven't saved an Autumn Ring replay for a while. So I figured, why not? So 26 points to me, 22 points to the first Honda, 11 points to the second Honda, and 10 points to the second Yamaha. So, as I said before, 1 and 4 for the Yamahas, as well as P2 and P3 for the 2 Hondas. I won the race and the damn war, as I get the Honda RC162. Hey, I think I actually do remember seeing this thing once. But either way, I think this is the perfect prize to have. Anyway, there we go. And now, will I put on the number 1? Well, I think the answer to that will be yes. To pretty much show who won the TT Classic Series. Okay, now I just have to go and switch bikes and get that 1 win at Tsukuba. So, time now to cue the off-screen race. And so there we go. We have now sweeped the TT Classic Series after I decided to switch over to the Honda for the second race to change that silver into a gold. I wound up winning in the end by 1.3 seconds. So, I gotta say, Tsukuba, out of all 3 of these races, clearly the closest of the 3. And I can definitely say it was a fun race as well. Because it took me up until the last lap. And almost the last corner. Well, not quite the last corner, but altogether, it was a pretty fun race. So in terms of our status, we're now 92.9% complete. So I think we've gained 2.8% of progress, if I recall correctly. And now, we will go and check out our latest Honda. Our latest of many, I might add. Once I can find it. Should be in here. Ah, here it is. The Honda RC162. And you know what? I think I'll change over to this thing. Just to see if I can get a look at the description. And apparently I cannot race with this bike. Oh well. I might as well see if I can have a look at the description. Just to see what it is. Oh, that's interesting. I just wanted to see if I could get a look at the description. Even though we cannot race this thing, unfortunately, this thing is definitely an icon, nonetheless. World Grand Prix Championship in 1961. That was 60 plus years ago. Okay, anyway. So I've now switched over to 48 bikes up to this point, and now I'm going to switch over to bike number 49, the bike I will be using in the TT World Series, because I want to, and that'll be this. The Triumph Daytona 650 racing bike. So these are my stats now. Virtually 93% complete, we only have 7% of the game to go, and we've got the TT World Series up next. So, next time on Tourist Trophy, TT World Series.